The bus smells like sweat and metal. Your wrists are raw from the cuffs. You've been on this thing for 6 hours, chained to a seat, watching the world outside the window get uglier with every mile. The man next to you hasn't said a word the whole ride. Face tattoos, scars on his knuckles. He's been here before. You can tell by the way he's not nervous, by the way he looks at you like you're already dead. You're not a criminal. At least you didn't think you were. Wrong place, wrong time, wrong friend who left 2 kilos in your trunk. Doesn't matter now. The judge said 15 years. Your lawyer said appeal. Your mother said she'd pray for you. None of that helps when the bus stops and you see the walls. 40 feet of concrete, guard towers on every corner, razor wire catching the sun like silver teeth. A sign that says, quote, 0, but everyone knows its real name. They call it the pit. The door opens. The guard yells something. Everyone stands. Your first 24 hours just started. You shuffle off the bus in a line with 11 other men. Nobody talks. You keep your eyes down because someone told you that's what you do. Don't make eye contact. Don't stand out. Don't be noticed. The guards separate you into groups. New arrivals go left. You go left. They take you to a room that smells like bleach and fear. Strip. That's the only word they say. You hesitate. The guard's baton taps against his palm. You stop hesitating. Everything comes off. Everything. You stand there naked with 6 other men, all of you trying not to look at each other, all of you failing. A guard with rubber gloves walks down the line. Squat. Cough. You do it. You don't think about what's happening. You can't think about it. If you think about it, you'll break down. And breaking down here is a death sentence. They spray you with something cold. Delousing, they call it. Then a shower. 30 seconds of lukewarm water, no soap. Then a towel that's been used by 100 men before you. Then the uniform. Orange jumpsuit. White underwear. Slip-on shoes with no laces. Laces can be weapons. Laces can be nooses. Everything in this place is designed around what can kill you. They take your picture. They give you a number. You're not your name anymore. You're 8 digits on a plastic bracelet. That's who you are now. A guard hands you a bedroll. Thin mattress, thinner blanket, a pillow that's basically a folded towel. Welcome home. They walk you through the facility. You try to memorize the layout, but it's impossible. Every hallway looks the same. Gray walls, gray floors, gray doors. The only color is orange, the jumpsuits of men watching you from behind bars. And they are watching. You feel eyes on you from every direction, sizing you up, measuring, calculating. You're new meat, you're unknown, and in here, unknown is dangerous. A guy yells something from a cell. You don't catch the words, but you catch the tone. Mocking. Testing. The guard doesn't react. The guy keeps yelling until you turn the corner. Block D, maximum security. The worst of the worst. Murderers. Gang leaders. Men who will never see the outside again. This is where they're putting you because the prison is overcrowded and you're technically a drug trafficker now. 2 kilos. 15 years. Block D. The cell is 6 by 8 feet. Concrete walls. Metal toilet with no seat. Metal sink. Metal bunk beds bolted to the wall. A window the size of a shoebox that doesn't open. And a man already sitting on the bottom bunk. He looks up when you walk in. He doesn't smile. He doesn't frown. He just looks. Eyes moving over you like he's reading a book he's read 1,000 times. The guard shuts the door. The lock clicks. The footsteps fade. You're alone with him. His name is Marcus. He tells you that after 10 minutes of silence. He doesn't tell you what he's in for. You don't ask. That's the rule, he says. You'll figure out the rules fast or you won't last long. He points to the top bunk. That's yours? Don't touch anything that isn't yours. Don't ask questions. Don't talk to anyone unless they talk to you first. Don't join anything. Don't owe anyone anything. You nod. You climb up to your bunk. The mattress is 3 inches thick and smells like old sweat. You stare at the ceiling. It's covered in scratches. Tally marks. Someone counted days up here before you. You wonder how high the count goes. You're afraid to look. Marcus goes back to reading. A paperback with no cover. He doesn't say anything else. But before lights out, he says one more thing. Don't be soft. That's all he says. Don't be soft. Then he rolls over and the lights go off and you're in darkness. You don't sleep. You barely breathe. Morning comes with a buzzer that sounds like the world is ending. You jolt awake and nearly fall off the bunk. Marcus is already standing, already dressed, already waiting by the door. Breakfast. Move. The cell door opens automatically. You step out into a river of orange jumpsuits, all flowing the same direction. You keep your head down. You follow Marcus. You try to be invisible. The cafeteria is a warehouse of noise, metal trays clanging, men shouting, guards watching from elevated platforms with hands on their batons. You grab a tray and get in line, powdered eggs, something that might be sausage, toast that bends instead of breaks, coffee that tastes like battery acid. You turn around and freeze. The room is divided. Not officially. There are no signs, no ropes, no announcements, but you can see it immediately. Groups, territories, tables that belong to certain people. White guys on the left, black guys on the right, Hispanics in the middle, Asians in the corner, and scattered throughout, other divisions you don't understand yet. Gangs within races, hierarchies within gangs. Where do you sit? Marcus is already gone. He's at a table with other older guys, other lifers who've been here so long they've aged out of the politics. You're not welcome there. You haven't earned it. You scan the room. Every table is a minefield. Sit in the wrong place, and you've made an enemy. Sit alone, and you look weak. Look weak, and you become a target. You pick a table near the wall with 2 empty seats. You sit down. You eat fast. You don't look up. Someone sits across from you. You feel it before you see it. You keep eating. New fish. You look up. A guy with a shaved head and a spiderweb tattoo on his neck is smiling at you. The smile doesn't reach his eyes. What's your name, fish? You tell him your number. Not your name. Someone told you that once. Never give your real name. He laughs. Smart fish, but not smart enough to avoid my table. Your stomach drops. Wrong table. Wrong choice. Already. The guy leans forward. You owe me for the seat. Let's say your breakfast tomorrow, and the next day, and the day after that. Protection tax, he says. Everyone pays. You can pay with food or you can pay with blood. Your choice. He gets up and walks away before you can respond. His friends at the next table are watching, waiting to see what you do. You look down at your tray. You're not hungry anymore. The yard is a concrete square surrounded by fences and cameras. Men lift weights. Men play basketball. Men stand in groups, talking low, watching everything. You find a spot against the wall. You try to look like you belong there. You don't. A guy approaches, different from the breakfast guy. This one is bigger, tattoos covering both arms. He stands too close. Heard you met Spider at breakfast. You nod. Spider's an idiot. He taxes new fish, keeps half, gives the rest to Norte. You know Norte? You shake your head. Norte runs Block D. Everything goes through him. Everything? Spider works for him. But Spider's greedy. Takes too much. Makes problems. The big guy looks at you. Actually looks at you, like he's seeing something. You got a choice, fish. Pay Spider. Get taxed every day until you got nothing. Then they take more than food. Or what? Or you show them you're not soft. First guy who tests you, you hit back. Hard. Harder than they expect. You'll get your ass beat. Probably end up in medical. But they'll know you're not free. They'll know you have a price. Why are you telling me this? The big guy shrugs. Maybe I'm bored. Maybe I hate Spider. Maybe I see something in you that reminds me of me 20 years ago. He walks away. You're alone again. But now you have information. Information is currency in here. You just don't know how to spend it yet. Lunch is the same as breakfast. Same food, same tables, same eyes watching. Spider isn't there. But his friends are. They're watching you. Waiting. You eat fast. You leave faster. You go back to your cell. Marcus is there. Reading. He looks up when you come in. Heard you met Spider. Word travels fast. Everything travels fast in here. What are you gonna do? You don't know. You tell him that. Marcus puts down his book. He looks at you for a long time. Let me tell you something, Fish. I've been in here for 22 years. I've seen 1,000 guys like you come through. Scared, confused, hoping to keep their head down and do their time quiet. He stands up, walks to the bars, looks out. Half of them made it. Other half. Some got turned out. Some got beat so bad they eat through a straw now. Some didn't make it out at all. He turns back to you. The difference wasn't strength, wasn't size, wasn't connections. The difference was one thing. They decided what they were willing to do. They set their line, and when someone crossed it, they acted. You have to decide tonight, before tomorrow. What are you willing to do? What's your line? Because Spider's gonna test you at breakfast, and your answer is gonna follow you for the next 15 years. He picks up his book. Conversation over. You sit on your bunk. You stare at the ceiling. You think about what you're willing to do. Dinner. You eat alone. Nobody bothers you. The calm before. The food tastes like nothing. Your mind is somewhere else. You're thinking about tomorrow. You're thinking about Spider. You're thinking about what Marcus said. What are you willing to do? You've never been in a fight, not a real one. Playground stuff when you were a kid, sure. But not this. Not violence with consequences. Not hitting someone knowing they'll hit back harder. But you're also thinking about the alternative. Paying Spider. Every day. Giving up your food. Then what? When food isn't enough, what do they take next? Your commissary? Your dignity? Your body? You've heard the stories, everyone has. The things that happen to weak men in prison. The things that get laughed about on the outside, but destroy people on the inside. You can't let that be you. You won't. The decision forms slowly. Like ice freezing. By the time dinner is over, you know what you're going to do. You're going to hit first. Night. The cells close. The lights dim. The prison goes quiet, but it's never really quiet. Somewhere, always, there's noise. Shouting. Crying. Laughing. Things happening in the dark that you don't want to understand. You lie on your bunk, and you plan. Spider will approach you at breakfast. He'll expect you to be scared. He'll expect you to agree, to hand over your tray, to become another fish in his pocket. Instead, you're going to hit him. No warning. No conversation. The moment he opens his mouth, you're going to drive your fist into his face as hard as you can. You'll lose the fight. You know that. Spider's friends will jump in. You'll end up on the ground, getting kicked from every direction. The guards will eventually break it up. You'll go to solitary. Medical. Both. But everyone will see. Everyone will know. This fish isn't free. This fish fights back. This fish has a price. Marcus said it. The first test determines everything. You fail the first test. You fail them all. You pass the first test. You buy yourself room to breathe. You close your eyes. You don't sleep, but you rest. Tomorrow, everything changes. The buzzer. Morning. Day 2. You get dressed. Your hands are shaking. You hide them in your pockets. Marcus looks at you. He sees something in your face. He nods, just slightly. That's all. The cell doors open. The river of orange flows toward the cafeteria. You get in line. Tray. Food. Coffee. Everything is moving in slow motion. Your heart is pounding so loud you're sure everyone can hear it. You turn around. You scan the room. Spider is there. Same table as yesterday. He sees you. He smiles that smile that isn't a smile. He gets up. He walks toward you. This is it. You feel everything at once. The tray in your hands. The blood in your ears. The eyes of 100 men turning to watch. They know. Somehow they always know when something's about to happen. Spider stops in front of you. Still smiling. Ready to pay your tax, fish? You don't answer. You don't think. You swing the tray. The edge catches him across the face. Eggs and coffee go flying. Spider stumbles back, shocked, blood already coming from his nose. Then you drop the tray, and you swing your fist. You hit him again. And again. You're screaming something. You don't know what. And you keep swinging until his friends pull you off, and then they're hitting you. And you're on the ground, and the kicks are coming from everywhere. And you can taste blood, and you can't see. And somewhere far away, there's a whistle blowing, and guards shouting, and then nothing. You wake up in medical. White ceiling, beeping machines, pain everywhere. Your face is swollen. Your ribs scream when you breathe. One eye won't open all the way, but you're alive. A guard comes in, tells you you're going to solitary for 30 days, fighting. They don't care who started it. They don't care about context. Fighting is fighting. You nod. It hurts to nod. They wheel you out after 2 days, down endless hallways, through heavy doors, to a cell even smaller than before. No window, no cellmate, no nothing. Just you and 4 walls for 30 days. Here's what they don't tell you about solitary. It's not the boredom. It's not the loneliness. It's that your mind turns on itself. You replay the fight 1,000 times. Did you do the right thing? What if you just paid? What happens when you get out? Is Spider waiting? Are his friends? Day blends into day. You lose track of time. You do push-ups until your arms give out. You pace until your feet hurt. You sleep as much as you can, because sleeping is the only escape. And somewhere in the middle of all that nothing, you find something. You find out what you're made of. You hit Spider. You took the beating. You ended up here. And you're still alive. Still breathing. Still you. You're not soft. You know that now. Whatever happens next, you know that. Day 30. The door opens. They walk you back to Block D. Different cell this time. No Marcus. New cellmate. Younger guy. He looks at you with something that might be respect. You heard about you, he says. You're the fish who broke Spider's nose first day. You don't say anything. You just climb up to your bunk. In the yard that afternoon, people look at you differently. Not friendly. Not afraid. Just aware. You exist now. You're part of the ecosystem. Spider is there. His nose is crooked now. He sees you. You see him. Neither of you moves. Neither of you speaks. But he doesn't approach you. His friends don't approach you. The tax collector found out the tax is too expensive. You find a spot against the wall, same wall as before. You lean back, you breathe. The big guy from your first day walks by. He doesn't stop, but he nods. Just slightly. You nod back. That night, in your new cell, you lie on your bunk and think about the last 24 hours. Actually, the last 31 days. But really, it started with those first 24. You came in scared. You came in soft. You came in thinking you could keep your head down and survive. You were wrong. This place doesn't let you hide. It finds you. It tests you. It demands to know what you're made of. And now it knows. You're not the person who got off that bus. That person died somewhere between the strip search and the first punch. Someone new is here now. Someone harder. Someone who knows what he's willing to do. 15 years. That's what the judge said. You close your eyes. For the first time since you got here, you actually sleep. Tomorrow is day 2. You've survived the first 24 hours. Only 5,474 more days to go.